What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 7. Really great episode. It was only an hour. That's all we needed. I don't understand why last episode wasn't an hour, but this episode, I really did enjoy it. Even though it still was a lot of talking, it was more interesting. And also, we got the heart rate challenge, which I always love the heart rate challenges. This one was a little bit, didn't impress me much, but I still fairly enjoyed it. But before I get into my recap, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for continuing to show love to my channel. Again, I'm gonna be here all season long, so continue to engage, continue to show love to the video, thumbs up the video, share my channel, tell a friend about my channel, tell them that we have fun over here, right? But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking episode. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the motherfucking episode. You guys know I got my handy dandy notes. So we start off with Lucinda and Kendall because Lucinda is still upset because Mert had to go home. She was building something with Mert, and Kendall's just there giving her words of encouragement. Okay, now I will say this, even though Kendall gets on my nerve and I do not like him, so far this season, he hasn't pissed me off extremely. But knowing him, if he makes it all the way to the end, I know he's gonna do something that's gonna piss me off and I gotta read his ass. But so far, Kendall's not bothering me. He's not bothering me. So I do like that he is, being there for people and trying to speak them up. That was really nice. I did enjoy that. So then we go over to Nicola and Isaiah. They're in the speakeasy and they're talking and they're both happy that they're still there. But Nicola is, upset that Solene is gone. Her and Solene was able to build like a really close friendship, and she called her sister. I was like, honey, how long have you been in this house to be calling people your sisters? That's not your sister. But they are from different countries. So, apparently, I think maybe they get really close over there in different countries because I'm telling you, between Mert and her, like, I don't know what happened. Anyway, so Nicola, yeah, she said that Solene is gone, and they both thought that America was going to vote them as least favorite, which I thought they won't vote him as least favorite too. But I know people was trying to speculate that they kind of rigged the votes because of who they brought in. I don't know if they can rig votes on game shows where money is involved, but they can do whatever they want and they can just keep quiet and sign these NDAs and we're never gonna know. But I was very fairly shocked that they kept Isaiah and Nicola there, even though as much as I really like Nicola and I wanted her to stay, I could care less if Isaiah was there. But that happened. Then we go over to KK and Chris, and they talk about how they feel bad about putting Solene and Mert in that position because the reason why they even were in the position being vulnerable because they put them there. And they do feel bad, but it's like honest and truthfully, like you had to vote somebody. And then Chris still says, he's there for the money. He's not trying to focus on love. And then I did write down that like something happened where they try to walk away and KK tries to pull him up, and I said, KK, bitch, please don't hurt yourself. Like, please don't hurt yourself trying to pull up Chris. Like, Chris is too damn heavy. Okay. So then we jump over to Toby and Tyreek talking. He tells him that he kissed Andrea. He says the kiss was really, really good. And he went into specific fucking details about how good the kiss is. Okay, you'd say the kiss is good, but the way he was explaining it to me, somehow it was so long and I had to grab her bottom lip and start sucking on it. It was like, okay, it's too much. TMI, okay? Then we just have Tyreek saying how much he just wants Justine. Now, I don't know, because again, like Tyreek, I just never know with him. Like, I don't know if he really want to be with Justine because he really wants to be with her romantically, or because he knows that she won and he just want to be with her competition wise. I don't be knowing, but he's really making a stand that he really wants to be with Justine. Then we jump over to Andrina and Johnny there by the dock talking. She immediately kisses him. And then he's just happy that they were safe and everything like that. They're both happy to still be there. And he's happy that he's still with her and they still get to know each other and they're still there building a relationship. So yeah, they're getting really serious. Like, I don't, it's hard because the Johnny that I watched on TV, y'all, Johnny, from what I remember, is a big ass whore. So, and Andrina has specified, I remember her saying that she never had a boyfriend before coming on Love Island. So I just don't know. I'm saying they're like are really nice to look at. It's just that if Johnny really is changing like he says he is, then maybe, him and Andrina, they would work. But I just, at this point, I really just don't know because I'm so used to how Johnny used to be, especially how he was with Sally. So that's where my mind is going. Then we jump over to Tyreek and Justine talking in the speakeasy. He says that Justine is giving him mixed signals, and he asks why she's so cautious. And I like that Justine is being cautious and she's not like, immediately falling for Tyreek's bullshit. She said she's learned from her past experiences, which good thing, Justine, honey, you've been on now three of these things, honey. You gotta learn something. And then he says that oh, I'm different from all of them. No, you're not. Like, stop lying, stop the capping. But anyway, so we have it's bedtime, and we have Garby is crying that Mert is gone, which I totally forgot that they had that Netherlands thing because I be forgetting that Garby is not from America. She is from the Netherlands. But I tell you, her accent, like she got that down so packed. Every time she speaks, I'd be like, wait, is she from America? But then again, I don't. I be forgetting. But yeah, I be forgetting that about Garby. Then we have Chris who comes to check in on Nicola, and she's happy about that because she was just talking to Garby that same night. Was it that same night? I think it was that same night about her wanting to get to know Chris more, and she does this tell Chris that she doesn't want to talk to him tomorrow. Now, when he walks out, of course, Nicola and Garby they're celebrating because Nicola Garby knows that Nicola knows how much she liked Chris and she wanted to get to know him. It was a very cute moment, and I'm actually really happy for Nicola. I don't know, like if something were to happen if her and Chris work it out. I don't know how that would work with her living in Malta and him living in America. Like, I don't know what he gonna do. I mean, he did say he could be overseas, so Malta is overseas, so maybe that can be a thing. I don't know, but I'm happy because Nicola's happy that someone's giving her attention because Isaiah was not giving her any attention. So then we have Andrea who tells Garby that Toby kissed her, but she said she was thinking about Josh when she was kissing him, and I was like, it just got to be embarrassing. Like, y'all be kissing these women and they be thinking about other men y'all be kissing them. Like, that's diabolical as fuck. So then we jump to everybody sleeping in bed, and then we get a scene of Justine saying how she feels bad. She says that she kind of feels left out because everyone else has been kissing and she hasn't kissed anybody yet. So then they show a shot of everybody sleeping, right? So we have Garby and Kendall and Andrina and Johnny are kissing in bed. They jump over to Justine and Josh. I'm like, what is going on? And I was like, I know they're not in here kissing. I know they're not in here kissing. And because I heard like, and I was like, I know you fucking lying. Because then y'all just say y'all was really great friends. Like, come on now. But I'm not saying I'm not for, but it was just random. It's very random, just to say the least. Right, so it's the next day, and then Johnny says that the only way that he doesn't see him and I'm saying Andrina winning only if he carries them. So basically he's saying that trying to say that Andrina is not good athletic wise, which again, we still haven't seen that much stuff competitive wise. Wait, we kind of did, but she hasn't done terrible, not like how she did in that duel. So he's saying the only way that they can win is he's carrying them. So it seems like he's kind of overthinking it. Should they stay in a couple competing wise because he is really trying to win. Like, I know he's there because he is trying to, like, see what he can do with a relationship, but I think he mainly is there because he wants the money too, because also he got a kid. So, the kid got to get taken care of. So then we have Lucinda. She just sitting in the makeup room and she's still heartbroken that Mert is gone. It's like, Lucinda, get over it. You only knew him for like 2-3 days. Calm down. So then we have Kendall who's making breakfast for Garby and Soul Ties. And they're sitting there and they're just talking, and I ain't gonna lie, it's like, like that's the thing. Like, I'm hating like this for some reason. This show is making me like not hate Kendall because, well, first of all, I don't hate anybody. Let me just put that out there. I don't hate nobody, but it's just crazy how like Kendall has not done anything that's pissed me off. Because I'll be every time he comes on the screen, I'm thinking he's gonna do something that's gonna make me mad, and he doesn't. I really like how he's making Garby feel in this moment, even though I still don't really think he sees anything with her outside of this show. Because he said the same thing about Nicole, and we saw what happened with it. But yeah, so I don't know. So yeah, we just gotta see. But I do like that Garby is happy. I just don't want her getting hurt, and I don't want her thinking that if she wants to give herself to anybody, that Kendall's gonna be the one to do that. I really don't think so. But anyway, so we jump over to Andrea and Josh. They're having a little training day. He's giving her training lessons, which I think I need to do that because shit, I'm starting to get my little gut back. I gotta do some ad workouts like soon, bitch, before I go on my cruise. But anyway, so Josh says that he says that how he always be is upfront with Andrea, but he never can tell what Andrea is thinking. And I said, I'm kind of glad that he said that because it's like you can just tell that Josh likes her way more than she likes him. And she's not trying to like close off, she's just trying to be in here and explore. And if what she said is true, now it's very questionable. If she was just in an 11th month relationship and then broke up with him before coming in this house, it's still very very fresh, so maybe she's not trying to rush to be with anybody serious, and Josh is. So maybe that's where her head is at. I'm not sure. And then she tells Josh about the kiss with Toby. Now in this moment I'm thinking, okay, are you gonna tell her what you did with Justine? But we jumping ahead a little bit. But he doesn't. And then she says that the kiss with her and Toby made her open her eyes, saying that she basically likes Josh more. I think that's what she was trying to say. But I guess, but it's crazy that she's saying that because before that, she said even though they kissed, she said she liked it, and she said how she can talk to him more and all this kind of stuff. So which one is it, Andrea? I'm not sure. You kind of confusing me. Okay. But anyway, so we jump over to Nicola and Chris. She pulls Chris for a talk. And I said immediately, like this whole entire conversation, like she literally is looking at him like she got hearts in her eyes. Like she is really mesmerized by Chris. Now, I don't know where she's from Malta. I don't know what's down there. So I don't know if she's used to people like Chris. So seeing somebody like him in person is kind of like amazing her. I'm not sure. So she also teaches him a little Motzi. It was actually really, really cute. It was really cute when he was teaching that to her. And then he tells her that he would like to get to know her and he is interested. Now, I know some people online, like, I understand, like, Chris is not like people are not big fans of Chris this season, but people saying all of a sudden that he's trying to talk to her because America likes her. If y'all remember on the first fucking episode, he said that he wanted to get to know her. Because I was shocked when he said that too. But he said he wanted to get to know her on the first episode before this whole America vote thing. So I don't think he's just playing it up for the cameras. I really think he is very interested in her. It's something about her that he likes, and it's not surprising me because, like I said, she gives very much Huda before Huda surgery, and he was interested in Huda. So it's not shocked that he would go with somebody that's not black. I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't think Chris is just with her because he thinks America because he thinks America loves her and he's trying to get to know her on that level. I don't think that at all. Then when they jump over, because while Chris and Nicole are talking, they jump over to Garby and KK talking. And Garby asks KK how she feels about it. She says that she's not crazy about it, but she's not surprised that a girl is going to be interested in Chris because he is a hot commodity, because he is a good athletically, and he's very handsome to look at, and he's very chill. He's everything a girl will want. Basically, that's what she said in little words. Then he asks if we jump back over to Chris and Nicola talking. He asks if she wants to come to the state. She did say that she would like to come, like, around Christmas time. So I guess she wants to like visit Chris around Christmas. And she said she'd get him gifts. She's listing off everything she would give him. She said she'll give him sunglasses, she'll give him hats, she'll give him jewelry. He says that that's everything that he likes down to a T. And it jumps over to her little confessional diary room, and she says that she really, really likes him. And he says that and then it jumps back to him saying that he just loves looking at her, like the same stuff he said to KK. But he says that to Nicola, and immediately when he said that to her, her smile, her face lit up. Like she was like this out this whole conversation. She literally was smiling from ear to ear when Chris was talking to her. You can tell she really, really likes him, and she's just happy that I think that's what she came here for. I think she did come in here for the money, but I do think she is here to find some love. And you can just tell that like her confidence was down, especially when Isaiah had that conversation with her last episode about how he doesn't see her romantically and he more sees her as a friend. You can kind of tell that she goes through this a lot. So having somebody she feel like really genuinely likes her and he's reciprocating that energy back, you can just tell that it's very different for her. So that's why I really like that. I really like that talk between, like, because I don't dislike Chris, y'all. I know y'all hate him. I don't dislike Chris, but hopefully there's no ill intentions and he is very genuine, because and if something does end up happening with him and Nicola, I would not be mad at it. I would not be mad at her because I'll be happy for her being happy. So anyway, so we jump over to Justine and Josh, and they talk about what happened when with his little date between Andrea. He tells her about oh wait, I'm sorry, I messed that up. He tells Justine that Andrea and Toby had kissed. I'm sorry, I don't know why I put down Andrea and Justine kissed. I don't know why the fuck I put that down. And then he said, even though she told me that, I didn't tell her about me and your situation. Now, he didn't say kiss. He said, I didn't tell her about you and me. And then, like, in this conversation, they started like talking around it. And I'm thinking, did they have sex under them covers? And I said, that's kind of out of Justine's character. And I'm like, honey, I know you didn't fall for Josh. But then didn't, oh, God damn it, I cannot talk. They did end up saying they did kiss and they cuddle, because Josh started talking about she was backing that thing up. And I was like, huh? Like, what the fuck is going on? But they just kiss and they cuddle. And Justine asked how he felt about it. He said he kind of felt a little surprised because, again, Justine and Josh have been friends for so damn long. They've been friends for so long. This is going way back to when Love Island was on CBS instead of Peacock. So they take it way back. And he says that, he wants to tell Andrea because he doesn't want, and then her hearing it from somebody else. And Justine agrees. And Justine said that she was having a vulnerable moment and Josh was just safe for her to do it. But at the moment, I don't think Justine sees anything romantically going on with Josh. And I said, in this moment, and I know fans are going to eat this up, I really hope this don't turn into a whole Nicolandria thing. Like, I cannot stand y'all Nicolandria fans. I cannot stand y'all. at all. I can't. So I really hope that this whole, because y'all know how they get when a black woman and a white guy get together on the show, they milk the fuck up out of it and it becomes unbearable. So I really hope that we don't have that again because I can't deal with another season of that shit. But anyway, we move on. So then we have Isaiah and Kendall. Now didn't talk about much, but I did write this down. Now they just talk about their girls that they dealt with when from their season and the mistakes they made on their season and what they want to do better. And I wrote down this is definitely foreshadowing because why the fuck did out of all people Isaiah is the one having this conversation? Because y'all, you could have had this conversation with KK. Like, why are they having this conversation with Isaiah of all people? But I said this is very much foreshadowing. Like Peacock, y'all not asleep. So then we go over to Tyreek and Justine talk. She says that she wants to couple up with him, and she does tell him about her and Josh kissing and them cuddling. And she says, and Tyreek is visibly, you can tell he's kind of visibly upset, which I don't understand, like really how he's that upset when Justine, you and Justine has only talked, and Justine has been in this house for like 1, 2 days. Like, I don't understand how you can be that bothered, but I don't know if he's just playing this up or if he's really bothered. And then she ends up saying, when you share a bed with somebody, that just makes you want to do it. He hits her with the Uno reverse. He said, well, me and Lucinda share a bed and we haven't kissed. And she was like, oh, okay. In this moment, I'm like, his face, like he's visibly bothered by his kids, which I'm not sure why. I don't understand why and he even says he doesn't understand why he's so bothered by it. But yeah, like Tyreek, calm down, because you're kissing people too, so it really doesn't matter. So, anyways, and jump over to Josh and Andrea talk, and just basically the gist of the conversation. He tells her about the kiss with Justine. I thought she was about to get mad because when they jumped or when they flipped over to her face when he said that, it looked like she was about to, like, her face got upset. But then she did say she wasn't mad about it. She said, "You're in a couple. We I've kissed somebody, you kissed somebody. That's what we have to do, and I'm not mad that you kissed somebody that you were in a couple with." So she wasn't mad. It wasn't. I thought it was gonna be more than what it was. I thought the whole her kissing Toby was going to be bigger than what it was. I thought Josh was going to be really upset, but Josh has kind of calmed down, which I do like. So, yeah, so nothing really went on with that one. So they were open and honest with each other, which I do like. I got a text. Yeah, so they got a text. So we do have a couples challenge. It's called Gone in a Heartbeat. It's the heart rate challenge, which I'm surprised that we getting it this early. I was so shocked when I love the heart rate challenge, but I'm so shocked we got this early. It's episode 7. I was expecting like on episode like 10, 12, 13, but like shit, episode 7. But anyway, so basically, like, you guys know how it goes. So the couple, they're gonna do like sensual things, gonna raise people's heart rates. So the one couple that raises the heart rate the most will be the new power couple. Who raises the most heart rates will be the new power couple. And then the couples, they said couples, they didn't say how many, so I'm thinking like maybe 2. So the couples that raise the heart rates the least will be vulnerable of up for elimination, I'm guessing. And then we have Lucinda, which I love this from her. She said, a challenge that I'm good at, which I'm happy for her because Lucinda don't be looking like she know what she be doing in these challenges. She be looking lost like a lost puppy. And then all of the couples are just practicing. Notable moments like I think that was Johnny when he slapped Andrina's ass. Like, I heard that shit through the TV. Nicola was cracking me up. Her telling Isaiah what he need to be doing and like doing the moves with him. It was all funny. Like, everybody just practicing was really, really funny. And I like this because if I remember last season for season 7, I don't think I remember any of the couples practicing what they're gonna do. But it was just so much funnier because these I actually like these people. So anyway, so we jump over to the challenge. So again, I just read the rules. So they have to raise the couple that raises the most heart base will be the new power couple. The ones that raise the least will be vulnerable. And the twist is they only have a minute and 45 seconds to raise the most heart rate, which I didn't know how this was gonna go because it's like a minute and 45 seconds really is not that long when you got that much people. This is something you can do if it's only like 1 or 2 people. These are so many people that you got to do. So I'm like, okay, so that means they really got to work fast. So the first people we have is Garby and Kendall. Now I'm going to go through every couple, but I'm not going to say every single thing they did. I'm just going to talk about the highlights. So with Garby and Kendall, they're first. The highlights is I said, okay, at some points this got like a little cringy. It was like just a tad bit cringy because Kendall was talking way too fucking much, trying to be funny. And I was like, okay, he's doing way too much talking. I think everyone else there was kind of like not, I don't think nobody was really turned on by it. Well, I don't think no girls turned on by Kendall. Garby, she had some people that she raised their heart rates for because she actually was letting her body and her moves do the talking. Kendall was just trying to be funny, trying to be a comedian. Like, dude, that's not what this is. That's not sexy. Like, I just wanted him to shut the fuck up, but he just kept going. And that's why what happens. So then we jump over to Tyreek and Lucinda. Tyreek kissed every single girl up there. I did say Lucinda did her shit. Like this challenge definitely was for her because she is a very beautiful girl and a beautiful body, and she has the very very sex appeal. Then at one point Tyreek pulled Justine and KK at the same time, and is like kissing them on that bed area, and I was like, okay, this is Tyreek's dream. He. I'm pretty sure he wants this in real life. Like I don't think this was just for a challenge. So then we jump to the next one. We have Justine and Josh. Josh trying to be Magic Mike. He's just like doing the Magic Mike moves. Justine spent a lot of time with Tyreek. I didn't notice that. And then Justine like started like going. She went to Chris and like going down on him. And now she had her mouth open. I said, "What is she about to do?" This bitch, she sucked on Chris's finger. Like I don't know this. Listen, I'm not a big fan of the finger sucking. Anybody else like that? And I'm definitely not sucking on a man's finger because I don't know where your fingers are being at. I don't know what you've been scratching on. I don't know. Ew. And it was a lot of that going on. I'm like, I cannot. So the next couple we have is Isaiah and Nicola, which first of all, I don't know what the fuck they were wearing. Like Isaiah had on these polka dots looking like Bobo the clown. And Nicola, I don't know what she was about trying to be. I don't know if she was an alien. I don't know if she was a bunny. I didn't get the outfits because it looks like you going to like Chuck E. Cheese, like look like I'm going to a carnival or something. Like I don't get sexy when I think carnival. But one thing I said was Nicola was very, very flexible. She very much did her shit. Like she did her shit. I was surprised. I was expecting a lot from her. Like the people I was expecting a lot for are the ones that really didn't do much, which surprised the hell out of me. And I said Isaiah was kissing every girl on their neck, and Andrina said he gave her a hickey. Now I don't fuck with hickeys, so couldn't have been me. And then Nicola, she goes over to Chris. Now I was confused. I thought she whipped out her breast but she just had Chris's face and she was just like motorboating him with her breast. It was kind of funny. Chris saying that he was, I don't know if he said he was uncomfortable or something, but he was laughing. So I don't think he was trying to get his heart rate up that much. But it's like, like the results are what the results are, Chris. So you can't talk your way out of that one. And so speaking of Chris, next we have Chris and KK. So immediately when they come out, everybody is trying not to react. So because they're not trying to have their heart rates up because Chris and KK are already coming off being a power couple, and they see that Chris and KK are a really strong team. So they don't want the power couple to win again. And I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at it. So then I said KK, like she pulls Josh, she gets on the pole, she does this little move where she spins and she lands right on top of Josh, which I don't understand how that heart rate didn't work, but I don't know. But yeah, she does that, and then Chris grabs, and then a funny moment. Chris grabs Nicola, Garby, and Andrea. I think that is. He puts all of them on top of that little heart-shaped bed, and when he's about to do whatever he is about to do, the time ran out, and he's upset because they ran out of time. Which is my thing. Is like it's hard. That's like a really short amount of time to do what you got to do, but that is the challenge. That is the challenge that you have to do, so you have to work what you got. And then oh yeah, I forgot that Nicola was mad because she didn't even get to kiss Chris. I don't think her and Chris has kissed just yet, so she was mad that she forgot to do it. But baby girl was in the moment, and I don't know if Chris was gonna kiss her and she was gonna finally get her wish, but that didn't happen either. Next, we got Andrea and Toby. One thing, Toby just kept doing this move where he just kept picking up each girl and putting her on the lap of the guy she was coupled up with and kissing her while she was sitting in his lap. And I was like, dude, you ain't uncomfortable, but your face is that close to another man. I'm just saying. And then he did that with Garby and Kendall. Then he did the same thing with Nicola and Isaiah. And I think at some point he lifted up Nicola. Was this Toby? Yeah, I think he no, wait, hold on. Yeah, it was Nicola. He lifted up Nicola and he's kissing KK, and Nicola's ass is all up in Chris's face, and Chris is like visibly uncomfortable. I don't know, but like I don't know if Chris is having flashbacks of last season, but you can tell at some points Chris was very like uncomfortable because he's been here before and he saw what this heart rate challenge did last season. He don't want to go through another scandal. Well, not with him, but he knows how much the scandal was. And then we have oh yeah, and Andrea tried to like she pulled Josh and then she ran out of time, so she couldn't do what she wanted to do. Then lastly, we have Andrea and Johnny, not Andrea, Andrina and Johnny. And I said Johnny came out there and he was laser focused because throughout the whole entire set, he literally was not trying to give any kind of reaction because he wasn't trying to have his heart rate go up because he's focusing on the money, which that's strategic. I can't be mad at. Johnny was laser focused. Andrea like literally stood on top of Tyreek and jiggled her ass in his face and then sucked on his finger. I'm like, what is with this finger sucking? Like, I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit. But I would say Johnny did his thing. Johnny did his thing. But Andrina, she was trying to do a little something, something. She was doing a little something, something, but I thought she was gonna do more than what I thought she was, but mind you, we didn't see everything. But I was just surprised that she didn't do as much as I thought she was gonna do. So yeah, so that's the end of the what they think. That's the end of the heart rate challenge until they bring out these motherfucking bombshells. Now, the bombshells they bring out is Sydney. She's from Love Island season 4 USA, and Marvin is from Love Island France season 1. Now, I didn't watch Love Island France again. Like I said, the only Love Islands I watch is the USA version and the UK version. Now, with this particular one, so Sydney is Isaiah's ex from his season. Now, Love Island season 4, like I said in my premiere recap, Love Island season 4 USA was the only season of USA I did not watch because that's when they moved from CBS to Peacock, and I wasn't about to purchase Peacock. I wasn't purchasing another streaming service at that time. So season 4 to this day I have not watched, and I don't think I'm gonna ever go back and rewatch it because I really have no interest in going back and rewatch it. I really don't. So then, and then Marvin, he's from France. I have not seen France. So these two people I'm very fresh to know. I don't know anything about them, so I'm really interested to know. So again, like I said, Sydney is Isaiah's ex that was on his season, and this is the ex that he was with. I think he said he's been with her for 3 years, and then I think Sydney is the ex that he said he cheated on. He got caught cheating on. So and then Marvin basically came out and said he's here for the money. So when they walk out, they all see that it's bombshells, and Isaiah does not recognize Sydney. Now I had to pull up a picture of how she looked. I said, "How do you not recognize your ex girlfriend?" She looked like she got some work done. She had red hair on her season. She's blonde now. And first of all, honey, those extensions are horrible. I'm sorry, sis. Those extensions were terrible. When they showed her last week and they showed the top of her head, I said, honey, you ought to be ashamed of yourself coming on TV looking like that. But yeah, she got a lot of work done, and she changed her hair. So that's probably why he didn't recognize her. And then somebody tells him that it's Sydney. It's Sydney. And he said, is it? And then he looks, he said, oh, it is her. And when I tell you that this man's face was stuck the whole time she was out there, this like Isaiah's face was stuck, like he didn't move out of that spot. It was really awkward, and I could tell it was awkward too, and everything like that, especially what happened a little bit later. So Marvin and Sydney are together, and they got to do like a little something for the heart rate challenge. And then Marvin goes straight for Garby and KK, good taste. And then Sydney, she kisses some of the guys, and then she pulls Isaiah, which I thought she was about to kiss him and like pull him and do something. No, she just gave him a hug because I don't think because it is very awkward because they said they haven't seen each other. I don't know how long they've been broken up for, but you can just tell it was very awkward. When he sat back down again, his head was down. He was so sad. But it's like, honey, this is reality TV and this is messy. Now, from what I heard with Isaiah and Sydney, again, I didn't watch their season. So I heard that they on their season were like very toxic together. So I'm interested to see that. So I'm just coming here with a fresh mind. So I don't know. So please in the comments if I kind of mess up like the details of their relationship, please correct me, okay? So then we have Lucinda, because they're done now. So Lucinda asks Sydney how she knows Isaiah, because obviously Lucinda doesn't watch the USA version. She says he's his ex, and Tyreek asks if she's here to get him back, and she says she doesn't know, but they'll have to talk about that. And I was like, honey, don't ever go back to an ex, and especially if he did cheat on you, honey, don't go back to him. They cheat once, they'll cheat again, sis. So then we get the results. So I'm just gonna breeze past them. So for the guys, the girls that raised up whose heart rate the most. So Chris's heart rate was raised the most by Lucinda and Nicola, which Chris, I mean, the results don't lie, Chris. Tyreek's heart rate was raised up by Garby, which you ate that, boo. Kendall's was Lucinda, Toby's Sydney, Josh, Nicola, Isaiah, Garby, and Johnny's Lucinda. So those are the girls that raise up the guys' heart rates. Then we have the girls who the guys raised their heart rates for. So KK's heart rate was raised the most by Toby, Lucinda's was Isaiah's, Garby's was Tyreek, Andrea was Johnny, Justine was Isaiah, Nicola was Chris, and Andrina was Marvin. And then the power couple, which I already knew because like I just looked at the results before. I literally typed down Nicola and Isaiah. Nicola and Isaiah are now the power couple, which good thing for them because being on the brink of about to go home and they're able to pull out this win. That's very nice and it's very good for Nicola because I know she's happy that she can stay there just a little bit longer. Then the three couples that raised the heart rates the least and will be vulnerable was Andrea, Toby, KK, and Chris, which I'm very surprised that KK did not raise nobody's heart rate, which was crazy to me, but I know that was their plan. So they got what they wanted. So yeah, so KK and Chris are one of the people that's vulnerable, and Andrina and Johnny, which again, When I look at this list, Johnny only raised one person's heart rate. Andrina didn't raise nobody's. Like nobody's. Like that is so crazy. And that's what I said. From what we saw, it didn't seem like Andrea wasn't doing much like I thought she was gonna be doing. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, that's the episode. They show a little clip of Nicola and Isaiah has to choose the vulnerable some two people out of the vulnerable couples to duel each other. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be some messy. So I can't wait for the episode tomorrow. But before I get up out of here, you guys know I gotta do my episode ranking. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so this is gonna be episode 7 rankings. I didn't get to add Sydney and Marvin because they really didn't do much. So I'm gonna add them for next episode. And I still have Mert and Solene there, and I totally forgot to take them off. So just pretend that they disappeared. So we still have Kendall who's whack, which do I gotta take Kendall out of whack? I don't know, y'all. If I should take Kendall out of whack, put it in the comment section. For as of right now, he gonna stay right there. Mert, we gonna forget about him. Isaiah, I had him in stuck in the mid, but you know what? He did, do his thing in the challenge, so I'm gonna bring him up so he can stay there. Then we have Josh, who he was still kind of mid this episode. Yeah, he kissed Justine, but he was still kind of mid. But we're gonna put him way at the top right there, above Chris. Andrina, she didn't really do great in the challenge. Yeah, and she really didn't do much this episode either. So she gonna be mid too. Next we got Chris. Chris, had that conversation with Nicola and everything like that. So I don't think he was mid this episode. So I'm putting him at the bottom of capable. Lucinda, she can go to the top, right to the top of capable. She did her shit in the challenge, and I did she did still was crying, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Mert had just left, so I'm not gonna get on her about crying so much. But then towards the like the middle of the episode in the back end, she shined. She shined. Garby, I'm gonna put Garby as cunt. Like I love her so much. Garby is cunt. Tyreek, I gotta put him up here. I got to, man. Tyreek is doing his motherfucking thing. He's trying to give us a show. Nicola, I don't think she's cunt as fuck just yet. But I'm gonna put her at the top of this list because out of all of them, she did her shit. Next one we have Andrea. What did Andrea do this episode? She told him about the kiss, but she still was kind of mid, so she can go down here. Her and her boo Josh can go together. KK, what did KK do this episode? Now KK, she's out of my cunnest fuck category, so I gotta put her down. And don't forget about Solene, so I'm gonna make sure I remove her and Mert, and then I'll add Sydney and Marvin for tomorrow's episode. But yeah, y'all, that was this episode on today. Again, I still said this episode was definitely better than yesterday's episode, so they did their thing there. But before I get up out of here, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Continue to show love to the channel. Continue to tell people about my channel. Tell them that we have fun over here. That's all I got for you guys this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.